I am going to be talking about all the Battle Pass tiers and like my favorite Battle Pass tier 100 to my least favorite. And we're just gonna start this thing off with just a quick PSA. If you do enjoy this video, go on and leave a like. It would really mean a lot. You guys know that y'all have been killing it. I'm grateful for you guys all. We're almost at 200 subs. By the time this video is up, we'll probably be at it already. But we're just gonna go through my top favorite Battle Pass tier skins real quick. Let me just finish favoriting all of them, and then we'll get straight into it, okay? So I'll see you guys right when this finishes. Alright, so we're back, and we're just going to start off with the tier 100 skins, and we're going to start off with Season 2, even though I don't have it, all the way up to Season 5, and I'll be doing them from least to my least favorite to my favorite. And to start it off, it's the John Wick, or the Johnny Thick Boy. So, don't get me wrong, I love this skin. It is just a phenomenal skin. They made the John Wick into a Fortnite character, but it's kind of lackluster from all the other tier 100s. Like, you have the customization with the lights of the Omega and then the glowing horns of the Ragnarok, but you can't do that with the John Wick, and sadly that is why he is my lowest ranking Battle Pass tier 100 skin of the list. And moving on straight into number 4, it is going to be the Ragnarok. And you guys may be saying, oh, it's just because you haven't maxed it out yet because he's the greatest Battle Pass skin that we have so far. Look, I agree, it is a cool skin, but just because it carries on into the other seasons, it's driven my lack of playing the game and grinding it out so low. Like, with the broken mechanics, how people can phase through walls, it's just like driven my will to grind from like all day whenever I have free time, figuratively, all the way down to 30 minutes to an hour a day, which is really sad because, I mean, whenever I want to, I can max this guy out, basically is what I'm saying. And that is why he's coming in at number 3. At number 2, I don't have him, but I will include a picture right now. It is the Black Knight, and the reason I have that as the number 2 spot is, granted, it was a Season 2 skin. It's one of the best Battle Passes that we have. I just think it's not as great as the Omega, because, like, granted, the Battle Pass was a lot harder, because I've been playing since Season 2. You didn't have the weekly challenges. You had 3 dailies, and then the 2 bonus ones for being a Battle Pass owner. So you had 5 daily challenges a day, and you had to complete all 5 of those to progress through the Battle Pass. And, like, granted, if you didn't do it, it would stay just like the daily challenges now. But it was really hard to get, and I respect the people that got it. I just started playing, or I bought the Battle Pass later on, and I didn't have the money or the time to grind it out, or just buy it, which I regret. But just, I love the skin, but I had to put it at number 2 because the Omega was the hardest grind for like a casual Fortnite player who had to juggle like school and work and then come home and grind. Like, whenever I had my 2 days off or the weekends when I had like spare time, I would be grinding this. I would sacrifice sleep for the skin just to get it to level 80. And, like, granted, this looks cool with the red color. Like, you don't have the lights on the chest, but you got that at level 65. So, like, the second you maxed out the carbide, you got the maxed out Omega. But once you hit level 80, this guy was beautiful. You had to get like 1.3 million XP in Season 4, and if you don't have it by now, I'm sorry, you'll never get this skin or the like loadout in the colors of the skin, which, granted, the Black Knight's rare, but I personally enjoyed the grind for the Omega a lot more with like the Dusty Divot and just how Fortnite completely redid the map. Alright, so now we're going to kick it off into my least favorite skins inside the Battle Pass. And I'm just going to place all three of these together. The Moon Specialist, the Moonwalker, and the Dark Voyager. So the main reasons I have these as my least favorite are just they're bland but they're super obvious if you ever see one in the map. This guy's lights shine all the way from Lucky Landing to Lazy Links. You can see the Dark Voyager from the whole map away. Same with the Moon Specialist. Just the bright colors make you so noticeable, and it's such a big, obnoxious skin that it makes it annoying to play with because you can't really see the fullness and like the full your full screen, which absolutely sucks. And then same case with the Moonwalker. Granted, the costume's a lot slimmer, but just the same outfit design just really killed it. Alright, moving on to my next one, and this is gonna sound really hating on the skin because it is a good skin, but it's gonna be the Valor. I just feel like there are Battle Pass skins that are better than it, and like granted the Valor looks really cool from like the front view when like other people see it, but when you're running around from like the back side where you're only seeing like this, it just doesn't look that cool. And that's the main reason why I have her so far down on the list. Number I would have, or the next one of my least favorites, I'm going to have to go with the Huntress. And this is a tier 1 skin from the Season 5 Battle Pass. Granted, this is a cool skin, but I just honestly don't really like the design of it. And some people do, some people don't. I'm one of those people that fall into the don't category, and that's why I have this as one of my least favorite skins. Same with the Magnus skin from my previous video with the skins that I regret buying. So we're just the Rust Lord. This skin has with that, and then the little take the L dance. It is such an obnoxious skin because even if you're in squads and you get knocked and your whole team's shooting at you, he will find the time out of his way to finish you instead of fighting your team. Like, this skin has such a bad name and a terrible look. I just have to put it this low. Alright, moving on. Oh, I forgot to add the Zoe skin. But yes, that was actually going to be my next skin, the Zoe skin. So if you want to, like, granted, this is a cool skin. Looks like something from like Candy Crush or like some other games. But if you look at the Zoe's loading screen, if I can find it, where is it? It's right here. The middle picture of it just looks like she does hardcore drugs, and I just don't like the skin at all. Like, the hair color was cool, but now for me the skin's just overused and just not that great of a skin because so many people just drew it out and just made the skin a terrible looking skin. Alright, going into my next one, it's going to be the Visitor. The Visitor was a cool skin, how they made you grind out 7 weeks, but it's just such a lackluster skin for 7 weeks of grinding the challenges to get this as the reward. Like, granted, if this was just a regular Battle Pass skin, it would be higher up on the list, but since it was like for a grind and you had to, I do not enjoy the skin as much as other people. On to the next one. Was the intro skin to Season 2. And I love the Knights. I rock these two all the time. I absolutely love these skins. They're some of my favorite to use. But granted, this is the base level, and anyone who was playing back in Season 2 and bought the Battle Pass would have the skin, and for me, it just draws it out, and that's why it is coming in at so low on this list. Moving on to the next one, it is the Carbide. And now the Carbide is a great skin. I love the look of it, but really, if you hit level 65, you have this amazing kind of style that you can put on it. And a lot of people have this, but not the Omega, which just draws out the cleanness and amazingness of the skin. So that's why it is coming down to this spot. Alright, so the next one on my list is going to be the Squad Leader. Now granted, I should have put this lower than the Carbide, but it's honestly such a cool design, and I love the tattoo pattern, because he's like a Mayan sort of religious person who has great beliefs, and it's just a good looking skin. I love the design of it. It's just an overall a great skin, and that's why I'm ranking it at this list. Coming in at the next one, it is going to be the Technique. Just like in my previous video of why I do not regret buying these skins, the Abstract was on it. Same with the Technique. I just love the little gap. I just love the skin. Moving on to the next one, I am going to have to put the Royal Knight. So it is basically the same exact thing as the Blue Squire, except the shield is different. They're wearing the Royal Knight's wearing gloves, but all in all, they're the same exact sort of skin, but just a couple different textures. But you unlock this later in the Battle Pass, and not that many people have it, and I love this skin. And yeah, that's mainly just the reason why I put it. I love the pattern on her, how it's fitting that medieval theme, and yeah. Moving on to the number 2 spot, because we've already done the tier 100s, is going to be the Rook. I absolutely love this. She looks like a substitute teacher gone badass, or just a regular teacher gone badass, and that's just one of the main reasons why I love this. And plus, it, like, the hair color and like the face structure reminds me of one of my old teachers, and I could totally see them becoming this badass Rook player, or this Rook character in Fortnite. And now, moving on to my one of my all-time favorite Battle Pass skins. I'm going to put a picture of it right up here because I don't have it. It is going to be the Sparkling Specialist. And now, I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, you're just sucking Seasons 2 dick because you put all the Season 2 skins higher up on the list. No. They've brought the Sparkling Specialist into a guy version with the Funk Ops, with the huge afro, and the Disco Brawl pickaxe. But I love the Sparkling Specialist mainly because of the leg color, how it changes and everything. And then like just the outfit in general with the eye patch and just the like disco ball pattern on the shirt. I just absolutely love that skin, and that's why it's coming in as my favorite non-tier 100 Battle Pass skin. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like on this video. Tell me what your favorite Battle Pass skin is, and then tell me what your favorite tier 100 is for the skins. And if you guys enjoyed, leave a like. Tell me what you enjoyed the most of the